Greetings, everybody. LBW coming with another segment for Noob Sauce. Um, it would seem that I need to go out and explore again. Um, there was a segment I was trying to see if I can get for you guys, and unfortunately, the segment got kind of screwed up with the computer. Uh, and while I'm going out exploring without armor on again, I at least have a little bit of food in my inventory this time, so I'm not being completely noobish here. What I want to try to do is find a village to show you guys what a village is and show you villagers and the well, I don't know if we can really get to the trading part, but the trading mechanics with the villagers. So there's a skeleton right there. Can you shoot me? I don't think he saw me. So anyway, we gotta see if we can find a village. We have this huge desert. Turns out it's not actually a small desert. It's a pretty good sized desert here. And while we were out and about exploring in the previous segments that I was recording before this, we came across. Oh, look, we have a Mr. Donkey close to home now. Cool. So if we can get hold of that saddle, we can go get your friends and make a nice little farm. Anyway, where are we here? So we're gonna comb the desert to see if we can find a village. Now, villages will form in specific biomes. A desert is one of them. A plains is one. A savanna is another, and a taiga is another. Now, these segments I covered in another clip that I will show after this. So, since I'm showing these out of sequence, this is a well, and I'll cover that when I cover this right here, which is called a desert temple. I already explored the temple and stuff. I will show that next episode, but I really want to get to the village part to so I can move along here with you guys. So we're coming out through the desert. Pretty much our base is like right that way. Okay, and here's where the desert temple is located. See, so if we come straight, pretty much straight across, the desert temple is located straight from there. All right, and like I said, next episode I'll show you the segment where I recorded us going into the segment, showing you what we found there. Alright, now see, this actually turns out to be a fairly large biome, this desert, which is going to be a good thing because we're probably going to use a lot of the sand for various components that we'll build on later on, which gives us the opportunity to find a village. Just because a biome spawns does not guarantee a village will be within that area that spawns. And what do we have here? Besides a huge hole in the desert. Okay, so the sand must have fallen. So there must have been a block update here somehow. And the sand fell. There's a creeper down there. See, right there. See how that sand has not fallen yet? So I don't know what caused the other sand to fall, but it's okay. We can come back and explore it later. So, yeah, see right there. So something must have happened there called what's called a block update that allowed that sand to fall. Yes, in Minecraft you can get floating sand. And where we got that grass? Okay. Alrighty. Let's get over this hill or dune. We're in a desert, so it's a dune, not a hill. Got some water. That's definitely one of the things you have to get used to in Minecraft. The water in the desert. Yes, actually deserts do have water in them. They're not completely dry and arid as we... Oh, skeleton. Alright, still... Ooh, another skeleton. Whoa, there's a drop and a half for you. Oh, excuse me, guys. Alrighty. Now, isn't always the way you start recording and you get disturbed. Sorry, guys. Where were we? We were trying to find a village. Hmm. So, oh, well, alright. In a couple episodes, you guys have heard some different sounds and stuff. Generally, I am home alone. So, I do not turn off certain devices. One is one that lets me know that people are coming to my house. And ooh, that's what we're looking for, I think, right there. Is that, or is that just badly formed trees? Nope, that might be badly formed trees. No. That's it. That is it. Okay. And the other one is the phone. I am a father, and when my kids are out and about, I don't turn these devices off in case A, I need to know somebody's coming to my house, and B, if the school calls me, I need to answer to make sure my kids are okay. So occasionally you'll hear those noises. I do apologize for it, but I won't turn these devices off as I record. My family is very important to me. Okay, now this is a desert village. You can tell because it uses the sandstone material that you get from the desert. And those odd-looking people with the big schnozzers, the noses, those are villagers. Okay? This is the well. This is what they call the center of the village. Now we have different coding villagers. They have different professions, and the coat will tell you what the professions are. White coat are either cartographers, or in this case, luckily enough, we found a librarian, which is one of the ones we really like to find. He has what's called book trades. Okay, now, to talk to these guys, you right-click on them. Don't hit them with the sword, because it'll make them mad. Not that they'll do anything, they'll run away from you. But to talk to them, you right-click on them, and then that'll open up what is called the trade window, which is what we're looking at right now. So what we can do is, if we want to trade him, say, 32 pieces of paper. Yes, I see you staring at me. No, I'm not going to talk to you yet. I'm talking to the other guy behind you, but you pushed out of the way. So if I wanted to say I had 32 pieces of paper, I can give him 32 pieces of paper. He'll give me something called an emerald. This is what the villagers trade with. They trade in emeralds. All right, so if we go over to his next trade and we gave him, say, 9 emeralds and a book, he would give us an enchanted book that we can put on an item. In this case, it'd be Punch 1. Now, if you like Punch 1 is like the lowest you can get. So that's that. But if you what's called unlock his other trades, in other words, you trade with him, he gets these like magical particles and stuff. He'll open up more possible trades that could get better and stuff like that. All right, what are you? That's just you're a weaponsmith. You want me to give you coal? I usually don't do the coal. But you want 7 emeralds for an iron axe. Okay. Alright, guys, we're kind of back here. Sorry about the quick little jump there. It was getting to be nighttime, and unfortunately, I had to try to take care of business, and I had to stop kind of going over the villager stuff. Alright, let's get back to the villager thing. So I covered the librarian. We covered his book. I talked about the brown coats with the aprons real quick. Here's one of the ones with. Okay, here's the weaponsmith guy. All right. Here's one with a white apron. Now he's a butcher. Ooh. Okay, he wants 18 pork and 14 chicken. That's not bad. 14 raw chicken for an emerald. Okay, I can use my chicken machine with him. That's cool. Now, see these guys over here, these purple coats? These guys, there's a lot of them too. These guys are clerics. You can trade rotten flesh with these guys, and they'll give you emeralds. All right, but they'll all, if you do what's called unlock their trades, all right, like I was trying to discuss earlier, you can get additional things from them. They're the ones that you want their, like the librarians, you want their higher trades. You get better stuff with their higher trades. Now, the thing about the village is, see these things here? These are village farm plots. All right. Now, this is where we can get our additional food things. Since we don't have, since we haven't killed enough zombies to get the other stuff, we have. See these yellow ones? These are carrots. All you do is just to harvest it. Is you just point at it, right-click it once, and it pops it off. And harvest it. I'm going to replant. And to replant, you just right-click with the item. Alright, so let's grab some of these carrots. Granted, the village is a distance away, so I don't have to replant, but it's usually best to get involved with it. Because if you're on a server and you don't replant, that's considered very rude. Alright, now see these ones that are kind of like whitish yellow, kind of like right here? These are potatoes. See like that? Okay, those are the potatoes that we get. Just once again, pop them off. Left click to plant them. Right click. Okay, simple as that. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to collect some of this stuff so we can actually put it into our farm. And that's the. Oh, remember I talked about the 4 tall sugarcane stalks? This is the 4 tall. This is only naturally spawned. You can't actually grow it. You can make it. You put sugarcane stacking on top of yourself. But this is naturally spawned in by the game like that. I already covered the wheat. Do they have the beetroots here? Let's see. We got carrots, potatoes. We got a lot of farms here. A lot of wheat farms. I see. I think those are potatoes. Yeah, those are potatoes. Look at the squid just chilling. Well, not chilling, but trying to swim. Sounds like some took damage. Okay, well, okay, no beetroots. Oh, that right there, that's an ink sac. So what happened is the squid came down here, fell on the sand, couldn't get back in the water, and essentially drowned. Now, squid need water to breathe, just like we need air to breathe. So it got out of the water, couldn't breathe, and died. And that right there, that's a desert bunny. That little brown thing right there. That's a desert bunny. Alright. I don't see any beetroot yet. At least not in this village, anyway. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Now, as you can tell, there are different types of buildings that form inside the villages. You have these like little hut things, shacks, and stuff like that. You have these ones that you see the fencing on top has a ladder system in it. You go, just push up on it. You climb the ladder, you can get on top. You just put yourself down, and you'll climb down by itself. Don't push down because you'll jump off the ladder. Then you have these shop. This is a shop. This is like a butcher shop. You come in here, and you have a little table and seat and the little like bench area where they sell or do their thing. They have this little like porch-like area, which is actually a pen kind of thing. All right. Then you have. I thought I saw one. This is what is this? This is a house, right? This is an L-shaped house. Nothing in it. And okay, this is one of the ones you want to try to hopefully find. This is called a blacksmith. Comes with the 2 furnaces, 2 lava sources. But what makes I'll go to that one next. What makes this kind of special is this has one of those things you would like to try to find, a chest. And in these things we can find some nice little goodies sometimes. Let's see what we found here. Oh wow! 2 diamonds. Look at that. And an iron pickaxe, plus our first official piece of armor, iron chestplate. We have an apple and some food. Nice. Alright, now you can individually take these out, or you can do what I like to do is, I like to take the chest, just use an axe on the chest, and look at that, we got all kinds of recipes and advancements, because we found those 2 diamonds. We have Suit Up, okay, which is protect yourself with a piece of iron armor because we have the iron chestplate in there. And we have diamonds, which is simply acquire diamonds. Now, normally you have to dig down to level 16 or less to try to find diamonds. We got really lucky and found 2 right off the bat, which is really nice. Okay, next we were going to go to here. This is called a library. Hopefully, I have how much more light do I have here? Not a lot. Okay, we're almost done here anyway. Alright. Now, this is called a library. The reason it's called a library is you see these right here. These are bookcases. Hence the reason it's called a library. It comes with a crafting table, bench, and tables to sit at. Now, if you have an enchantment on your axe or your pick, you can actually take these items as is. But since I don't have that, if I break this block, what's going to happen is it's going to destroy the block. But I'm going to get 3 books out of it. Okay, so watch. Wait, sorry about that. I hit the mouse by mistake. So I'm going to use max on it. Now, see what happened? I broke it, and books dropped out of it. That's how you make bookcases. You make them with books. So all I'm really losing when I break this is the wood, which I can get by planting new trees. So in this case, it's not really a bad thing. So I'm going to take all these because I want these books to make my own bookcases for the enchantments setup that we're going to eventually make, so we can get enchanted gear. All right, that will give us 7 bookcases. Normally we'd have to kill cows and breed them and kill them and to hopefully try to get leather to make books, which I will show you how to do anyway. All right. Oh, and this is features here. See that right there? This is the village version of a lamp, and it formed it over water, which is kind of funny. See. And so this is, if you don't have torches, this is a good way to get free torches. This here is called a bridge. Now, in the old days of Minecraft, they didn't used to make bridges. But luckily, if they added this feature, so if there's water next by, it will put in these, like, quote, bridge sections, which is a nice feature, too. Alright, it's going to be about nighttime again, which means more fighting. And that's pretty much all of the village mechanics at this time. When I get into villager training, which will be a separate episode, we will go into the details of actually doing that and unlocking these guys' trades and whatnot. So that will be another episode. Let's get this stuff home, and I'll get it all planted up and see what happens. We'll be back. Alright guys, here we are. We are back at the base. Just wanted to point out, one of the things that we got when we harvested the potatoes was this item right here. This is called a poisonous potato. It serves no purpose in the game other than it is a potential food source, but if you eat it, you will be poisoned. Alright? Most of us just throw this out. There's nothing you can do with it. I can't even use it in brewing. I just wanted to point out that I've already planted everything in our little farm area and got everything taken care of. Here, see these red little ones right here? This is the beetroot that I was talking about. Alright, that comes up similar to wheat. It gives you a beetroot plus a seed, and you plant the seed to replant the item. Unlike with the carrots and the potato, you get the individual item of the potato and the carrot, you just replant those, and those are the seeds themselves for the potato and the carrot. Alright guys, and of course here's our fully grown pumpkins. This is what the fully grown stems will look like when they have a pumpkin there. Otherwise, here, I'll harvest the pumpkin real quick. Okay, and notice now, without a pumpkin actually being there, melons are the same way, by the way. It's just this I guess olive or drab colored green stalk right here. Alright guys, let's put that up there. Okay. So I just wanted to quickly show you that we now have all our basic farm stuff. We have our wheat, potato, and I fell off. Potato, carrots, beetroot. We have pumpkin, and we have sugarcane. The only thing we're missing out of this farm right now is the melons. And eventually we'll find those. Alright guys. Okay, and that's pretty much about it. And this is what this is what the beetroot looks like, by the way, by itself right there. And that's what a beetroot seed looks like, and I think the one's gonna close my door. Okay, so this is some of the other stops that I've been picking up and grabbing. Alrighty, mushrooms, the little mushrooms. So we're getting there. Let me show you this little feature. I took this chest, put those in there. Now there's two things you can do with this chest. I can take this chest, and in 13, we can set it down next to this chest, and look what happens. They came together. They formed one giant chest. And what that gives you is one chest, but double the storage. So, instead of the normal one single 27, you got 27 and 27 together. Alright, now you can also put these chests down next to each other. You couldn't used to do this, but a separate chest. Now see how these two are, they're the same type of chest, they're both regular chests, but they're sitting separately, each individually has its own unconnected inventory. All right. So that's the basic village. We found a village. Went over to the quick buildings that were in there and kind of cover the villagers a little bit. When we really get into the villager trading, I'll break down the villager information a lot more. All right, guys. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And you all have a great day now. Bye.